Hi, and just thought I'd pop on and do a wee catch up. I haven't done a video since January, so I just wanted to have a wee catch up. I really want to get back into doing my videos because I really enjoyed them, but I just have not had the energy lately to even think about doing the videos, and it's all the editing and stuff that goes into it. But I thought I'd like to come on and do this today because I've got a few changes that I plan on implementing in my life, and those I think will be worth journaling. So to start off with, I did weigh myself today, so I will be doing my weekly weigh-ins again. Last year I started my weekly weigh-ins because I was doing keto. I did keto for 6 months and lost over 2 stone with it. Was really happy with the results. Kind of stopped just because there was a few things that made me stop, but the headache, I get headaches. The keto wasn't giving me headaches, but I was getting to the stage where I was sometimes having sweet stuff and then going back to keto, and it just was messing up with my head, with headaches. So I think there was other stuff as well, but now I found it hard to get back into it, and now I don't want to get back into it purely because it takes a lot of prep, which I don't always have the energy for. So having to cook meats and cook eggs and stuff. So I know that I don't have the energy for that. So I'm not going to go ahead with keto, but I am going to go ahead with a raw food diet, fruit and veg only, not raw meats, no way. But I'm really looking forward to that. So that's something that I've been looking into. I've started watching YouTube videos to get some information on it, which I found really helpful last time when I was doing keto, was just to watch some videos and get my head around it before I started doing it. But one of the things that did come up in some of the videos is not to jump right in and to maybe start with a one raw food meal a day. So I can definitely do that. So I'm going to aim to have at least one raw food meal a day starting from next week. The reason I'm waiting to next week is because I've got no pennies in the bank, so I need to wait until I can go out and do a proper food shop. So in the meantime, I'm going to do what I've been doing for the past couple of weeks, and that is really drinking lots and lots of fluids. So I've switched up my Earl Grey breakfast teas with almond milk and sweeteners to mint tea. I used to love mint tea. I think it helps for the inflammation in the gut as well. So I've been doing that a lot. I've tried to switch up fizzy juice because I was drinking a lot of diet fizzy juice. I think it's just because I get so dehydrated with the diabetes, I get so thirsty all the time. So I've switched that up for flavoured water, but I'm even finding that a bit sweet. So I think I'm going to try and just switch it up for water. Sometimes put lemon in my water, but the point is just to drink loads and loads and loads of fluids. So I have been doing that for a couple of weeks, and I do find that, well, I weighed myself today and I'm 15 stone 6.8. So when I stopped keto last year, I think my lowest was like 15 stone 7, something like that. And I've kind of gone from that up to as high as 15-12. So luckily I haven't gone up to the 16 stone since stopping keto in July. So I think I've been very lucky with that. Again, as I've always said before, I think this could be down to my illnesses as well. I don't think it's purely just, I've been eating stuff I shouldn't be eating, lots of it. So I think some of that's just luck, or unlucky, however you want to look at it. But so I was quite chuffed to find that I was 15 stone 6.8 because last week, I went to Blackpool last week for my sister, my mum and my wee nephews, and I didn't do much walking because my sister pushed me in the wheelchair the whole time because I'm just not really good with standing, being upright at the minute. So she pushed me out, so it's not like I did a lot of walking or that. But I was 15 stone 8.8 when I came back from there on Wednesday, so Thursday I must have weighed myself. But the Monday before that, I know that I was 15 stone 10 because I'd weighed myself. So I have lost about £4 in just like 2 weeks. So I don't know if that is because of the water, but I'm going to continue to keep drinking the lots of water and mint teas anyway, because it certainly isn't doing any harm. So I will get back into the raw food. I'll get back into a more proactive way of trying to manage. It's not just my weight, it's, weight is always a bonus because I hate feeling heavy, and, nobody likes to feel uncomfortable. I'm still, over 2.5 stone lighter than what I was when I started last January, so I'm still really happy with that, although I am very much more bloated now that I'm not doing keto. But I also really, really, really want to get off as much medication as possible. So when I was doing keto, I did bring my diabetes under control. And that was just with beginning, I'd been taking the metformin tablets, but they're horrendous. So I stopped taking those and was just doing it through diet alone, and my blood sugars came right down. But at some point, I think it was either early this year, late last year, I can't remember now, but my bloods were like off the scale. So my blood sugar monitor wasn't even monitoring them, they were so high. And even recently, like every day they're high. I can have a bit of toast and they'll go up to 33. So that is a dangerously high blood sugar reading. So I really, really, really want to get that under control. I'm hoping that by having more raw food and stuff as well and drinking lots more water, then it might help me stop other medications. But we shall see. In terms of health update, I've been struggling with fatigue a lot, weakness. My lungs have been struggling quite a bit. I use a humidifier in my room now, which I'm finding is helping because I've been waking up with really dry nose, eyes and stuff as well. So that's been helping. I'm still waiting on an updated scan, pelvic scan, because of the ovarian cyst they're keeping an eye on. But I have been still having lots of bother with, like last month I bled the whole month. I've been having pain that I didn't used to have, lots of bloating and stuff. So I'll be quite happy to have that scan again just to see that nothing's changed or, you know, it's improved, but something's going on anyway. So I'm still waiting to hear about that. I've requested, about 2 months ago, I requested an update from the GP because my bloods keep showing that my liver levels are high, my kidney function's low, my blood count's very low. But they're waiting to hear from, they've referred me to gastro to see if there's any more tests that need to be done on my liver. But in the meantime, I've still been struggling. I still haven't had my rituximab infusions that I normally get every 6 months. So I'm just assuming that he's either, I've been overlooked, or he's switched it to once every year without confirming that with me. So, but I feel like, you know, somebody needs to get in touch with an update soon because I'm struggling with my lungs. I think that's what's making me exhausted all the time. So yeah, that's kind of the update with the health. So I'm always feeling like anemic and stuff because of the heavy bleeding. I'm assuming that's what's causing it. What else? So yeah, like I said, I've been using a humidifier and I'm feeling like I really want to get more into self-care, and part of that is I've been looking at aromatherapy and healing crystals. So my sister got me a little book on crystals and she got me a wee pack of crystals, this chakra healing crystals, which I can't show you because the phone is propped up on it right now while I record this. So I want to get into that. I want to maybe start doing some chair yoga, just try and help myself as much as possible. In terms of, I've also been, I always seem to have really dry static hair and I hate static hair, so I went and got myself a nice treatment and my hair feels nice and smooth, so hopefully that'll help with the static. And I'm going to start, you know, moisturising and stuff a bit more because my skin's really dry, and it's these wee things that can get on top of you and make you feel just not very nice. So I'm going to start doing that a bit more, taking care of myself. I have been listening to my body and I have been resting more, but the problem with that is my PhD has really suffered because of it, and it's something that is starting to really frustrate me. It's not, I don't feel guilty because it's not that I'm choosing not to do it. I just feel very frustrated because I never have the energy to do it, especially these past few weeks. I'm feeling like, you know, I'll get up later than normal. I'll sometimes have like 3 naps on the couch during the day and still go to bed early. So I know that my body is needing rest, but that doesn't help when I'm trying to do my PhD. But there has been progress, so I don't know since where I was last time I made a video, but I've now submitted 3 very first drafts of finding chapters, so 3 findings chapters, and I'm working on the 4th one today. I've done 1 hour and 45 minutes today on it, which is absolutely amazing because I've only been managing like 10-15 minutes. So I'm trying to do as much as possible today, tomorrow and Thursday, because a lot of my time is taken up as well with, since my stepdad died, my mum has vascular dementia. So, you know, she used to be joined at the hip with him, he did everything for her, and now if she even has one day in the house, she feels really her mood's very low. So I'll try and get her out of the house as much as possible. So my sister will take her shopping on a Tuesday, On a Wednesday, we all go for a lunch and some shopping. Friday, I take her to a wee cafe that she likes to go to, and on Saturday we go to Asda Cafe and then do her shopping. And then she has the boys, my wee nephews, on a Sunday. And I'm trying to take her to the cinema as much as possible, which is nice, but I also feel like it's not giving me much time to catch up. I don't begrudge it at all, but it is impacting on getting PhD work done and even spending time with my daughter, seeing my children as much as I used to. So not a lot of progress, but there has been progress, but you know, I'm due to submit this whole thing in August, and unless a miracle happens, I can't see how that's going to happen, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try and push through it. So I've even looked at this, lives under my bed. It's a tray, you know, with the, so I've put that on top of my bed because I thought, well, maybe tonight, once I've done this video, I'm definitely going to do at least another 15 minutes. So then I know that I've definitely done 2 hours PhD work during the day. And then if I feel up to it later, maybe you can come to bed early and do some on the tray. So 3 findings chapters, just very, they're not in depth, you know, there still needs a lot of analysis, but they're laid out, it's starting to take shape, it's starting to form a picture. Working on the 4th just now. And then it's just about putting the feedback from my supervisors on board, taking it on board, implementing that, and then trying to do the literature review, which I'm really dreading, because I just don't know if I've got the mind space for that. You know, my data, my findings chapters, I'm working from data that I've gone and collected myself, whereas the literature review is going to be a lot of reading, a lot of looking at other people's work. But I need to do that, and the aim is just to really get a first, you know, it's just to get the skeleton, just to get a first sort of outline of the whole thesis, and then I can just build on each chapter. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that for August. I really don't, but you know, never say never. And I'm sure I would get an extension if I requested one again, but I really, you know, I want to do this thing. I want to do it and get it handed in, but we'll see how that works out. So that's just a wee update. So things to look out for. Videos I'm going to be making is my weekly weigh-ins. I'll probably journal how I'm going with the raw food diet, updates on my health, updates on my PhD. So today I'm going to, for the rest of the day, I've still managed to, you know, have a shower and do bits and bobs in between doing my PhD, but I think I'm going to have some more peppermint tea, maybe watch a bit of telly before going back to the PhD to get a break from it. So whatever you're doing today and for the rest of the week, I hope you have lots of fun. I hope you get to spend your spoons on something wonderful. See you next time.